Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of Drinkmoore LP on Crackpack 1.7.1. I'm standing on my Smeltery from Tinker's Construct right now because I just learned something and somebody is peeking at me. Look at that. You also want to learn, huh? How to use the Smeltery. Well, anyway, I found out, I just learned from Doc M77, that's his name I think, that when you place a smeltery drain like this on the smeltery, and you put a tank with lava on top, where is it? There. And then you should have a hammer, a crescent hammer. Let's get that real quick. You're actually able to produce obsidian, molten obsidian in there. You need the lava and the water. Tip tap, tip tap. Because that is very useful, so I don't need to make any. Oh, it's in there. And if we put this tank on here now and add the water, it should actually, I think it worked. See, there is 16 ingots. It even doubles it. Oh my god, this is so useful. That means I can start making alumite tools, I think. It's very practical. So what I'm gonna do is get a alumite pickaxe, and for that I need aluminum, iron and obsidian. And the obsidian is already in there, and I need, let's just put this iron in here, hey, and aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like this we should get maybe already enough alumite to make myself a nice pickaxe, because alumite pickaxes are like really good for now. They're much better than iron pickaxes or anything like that. So we go to the stencil table here. Here we're gonna make the blueprints basically for the pickaxe. We need one pickaxe head pattern. We need a tool rod pattern and a binding, tool binding, and I think that's it, right? We can check, we can check here at the, how's this called? Tool station. If we press here, yeah, these are the 3 things we're gonna need. So now it's getting dark. That's bad. But anyway, we can build these parts now out of stone for now, because we're gonna make it out of metal, right? And these 2 parts. The other part I make out of paper. These stone shards I will just throw away this one, because I really don't want to store that. So do we still have what? No. Do we still have some aluminum brass in there? Yeah, that's great. With the aluminum brass we're gonna make the casts for the tool rod and the X head pattern, the X head, like so. Where's the zombie? The pig is still there. Yeah, feeling a bit nervous. Okay, put this in here and this, and we're gonna make sure that the alumite is on the bottom by just clicking on it, and then it's very easy. Just click on the drain and the faucet, and you have the tools that you need. And the patterns you can just put in here. So the next thing I'm gonna need is some paper. So now we can make the tool binding by getting this in here, the tool binding pattern, combine it with the right material. I want to use paper because I can put an additional modifier on it when I use paper for the binding. And the binding doesn't affect the durability or the mining speed. So what I need to do is go here now, press the pickaxe, and put the pieces in the right places. There we go. Alumite pickaxe reinforced 2. So what you're looking at here is my most valuable item right now. Ender lily seeds, 5 of them. I found them in a dungeon chest, and these are really cool because you can grow hello, because you can grow ender pearls on it. Ender lilies will grow, and you can harvest ender pearls from that. And that is really cool to have this going on like from the start. I think you need end stone to grow them on, and there's actually a way to produce end stone with the Tinker's Construct Smeltery, which is really cool. So I have to get some more obsidian. So I just made 5 obsidian blocks, and when I put them in here, and I have to melt up some ender pearls. Let's just melt 2 for now. So 2 of those ender pearls gave us 500 millibuckets, basically half a bucket of how's it called? Resonant ender. And if we put this on the obsidian, it used only 50 millibuckets. Well, then I've melted 1 ender pearl too much, but that's not a big deal, I think. This is great. You can also use this with make this with sandstone, I think, but then you need much more resonant ender. I feel watched. The little piggy over there really got to me. So I have 250 left. I think I could possibly make another ender pearl out of that when I make such a round cast. What's this? A pan pattern, possibly, but let's just leave that in there for now. Maybe we need it later. So I'm gonna just have these 5 ender lilies growing for me and producing some ender pearls. I'm not gonna put them here in the way because they hurt me actually when I walk over them. So let's put them on the side here. Looks good for now. By the way, I have no idea yet how I'm gonna build my base. Let's just take a look at it. You see, I want to build my base, this entire place here. I want to have my base, but I don't know. I have absolutely no clue what kind of style I should use yet. And if I should take away all the hills, make it flat and build from there, or if I should include the hills in my build. So usually I start my my worlds by just making a lot of technical things, and like machines, because I'm really fascinated by that in Minecraft. Not in real life so much. In real life I love nature, but in Minecraft everything that is running on fuel or coal or something like that, it's just amazing because uh, it doesn't really matter if you burn it. It doesn't destroy the world or so. Like not like in real life. So but this time I wanted to make something with Thaumcraft, because that's also a very cool mod, a very beautiful mod. Um, you can see over there I already built the first two tables that you need. Let's just give you a quick introduction to the Thaumcraft and how to start it. So first thing you need to get is this book. It's the Thaumonomicon, and in this book you can like everything about this that you need to know about this mod is written in here. And the way to get this book is by, yeah, you need this this wand, the first wand of the apprentice, I think it's called. You build it like so. In you make these iron nuggets and two caps. You make two caps like that and have a stick in the middle, and like this is the crafting recipe right here. And with this you have to right click on the bookshelf, and then you get this book. The next thing you're gonna have to build is I think this is very practical. Just two iron ingots, two shards, it doesn't matter what color, and one glass. And with this you can walk around through the world and scan stuff. At the beginning, you see when I hover over something that I already scanned, it shows me what aspects, yeah, it's called aspects, what aspects this is made of. Aspects of magic. In here you can see all the aspects that I already discovered, and when you hover over it with your mouse you can also see what things contain these aspects. For example, air is in grass and in feathers, and wood, basically arbor, wood, everything that has wood. And yeah, like that you can see that. And at the beginning you cannot scan everything. It's quite difficult to get started, because if something is like this carpenter star, I probably can scan right now. Yeah, contains wood. Who'd have thought? And when you cannot scan much, you can try to combine things like this. Like first try scanning really easy things. Like the first thing I scanned was actually this hardened clay. I could scan that right away. It contains fire and terra, ignis and terra, and like these simple things you can scan first, and complicated things like a bed I still cannot scan that, because on the right bottom corner of my screen you can see when I try to scan this, it says to understand this you need to study things that entrap. So that means there's some aspect that is called something like entrap, and I didn't discover that aspect yet, so I cannot scan it. I don't know perfectly, I'm not perfectly sure how all of this works, but when you scan something that you understand, you get these aspects here in this research table. This is the research table, and in here you can also combine things to get new aspects. If you don't know about this yet, you can combine this and this to get this. You do that when you just click on it. Like I think this and that, or I'm not sure about it anymore. But you get you get it, right? When you can they're gonna be placed right here, and then when you press here, it will combine them. And I'm not gonna do that now because it will also use it up. These are research points that are being used up when you use them. So mainly I'm doing this Thaumcraft right now for fun, of course, because I just love walking around scanning things. It's just the coolest thing in the world. And also, I want some golems. I want some golems to make a simple ender lily farm with the ender lilies that I planted before. These golems, they can pick them up automatically and replant them. And I want to check out if I can, even with my low-tech, very low-tech situation right now, if I can get a little golem farm going out there. And you see, I ran into a little problem already. I have this research note for straw golems now, and there is one aspect that I don't know about yet. So I have to research more things, scan more things, and so to find out about that. And that means I cannot do it now, I have to do it later. So here we are. I scanned some wheat, and I discovered this thing here. How's it called? Messes. And I needed that for the straw golem, so now I can start the research. So the next step, one of the next steps here in Thaumcraft to my golem farm is I need, when we look in this book again, I have the golem now unlocked. I have to go to the nether to get a nether quartz to make this golemancer's bell, nether quartz, and I need a golem cores. And these golem cores require night ore, and the night ore again can only be made in the crucible for now. This crucible is a cauldron that you tap with the wand. So there it is. You need a heat source underneath. Lava or fire will do, and maybe later on I can also place a night ore down there, I think. So how to do this? I put some water in here. You see it's bubbling, and the ingredients of the night ore are 3 ignis, 3 lux, and 3 potentia. And then that needs to be in there in the water, and then I can throw some glowstone in, and it should form this night ore. So, and with this kind of mechanism, you always need to check out that you need to make sure that there is as little leftover aspects as possible. So because they will create a mess in here. They will like if you leave them in there, they will dissipate after a while and potentially do some harmful stuff. So this code, when you press shift, it actually tells you what is in there, what aspects are in there. There are 2 potentia and 2 ignis, and in this torch there's a 1 lux. So I have the ingredients here for 2 night ore. Let's just throw this in there now and see what happens. Oh yeah. Did I throw in too many torches? I hope not. Okay, let's add the you know what, the glowstone. 1, 2. Yeah, and the water will be used up after a while, but that is the least of your worries with Thaumcraft. So I have 2 night ore. I can make 2 golem cores, and that's it, right? 2 golem cores. Can do other things too with it. Can place them in the world as a light source. It doesn't hurt me, but I think it could heat up the cauldron. Can I pick this up again? Yeah. Yay! See, this is what I mean. I think I threw in a one torch too much before, or 2, and this is what happens. I mean, this is relatively harmless still, but I really don't know. I don't even want to find out what could potentially happen here. So that's how to get rid of this. So let's make the harvest core now. I don't know if I can use a used stone hoe. Let's just try. Yeah, it takes it. I'm gonna leave a little bit left over here again. Yeah, there we go. See, there's still some colorful bubbles coming out. That's not a good sign. Well, I just went to the Nether and I was really surprised to find, like, I just wanted to get some Nether quartz from a bell, from my not Tinkerbell, Golem's bell, Golemance's bell, and then, oh my god, look at this! All kinds of Nether ores. I never had those in my pack, and if you mine them, they start exploding. It's like I really had no idea what was going on. I thought I was missing creepers all the time, but apparently the Nether ores are exploding. I don't know what to do with these. Maybe you probably have to grind them up somehow in the pulverizer or so. So anyways, I don't know how to get this Nether quartz though. I don't have a pulverizer right now. Currently trying to find out how to get Nether quartz out of this. Nether quartz ore. Ah, an engineer's hammer. So I built a little farm area here. You see my house is over there, and over here I'm gonna have my little golem farm, and let's see what the golems can do. Here I have some 2 wood golems and 2 animation cores. So as I remember, you click this golem. Like, this golem is gonna collect everything. So he has to be connected to the chest. So I click him right on the chest. Gather. He gets the gather core. He needs to yep, just click it on there, and he's already getting stuff. Look, he found a seed, and he's putting it in the chest. It's so cool. And then also I have the other golem who is gonna harvest and replant everything. He can just stand next to him. Yeah, you're gonna harvest. And so he can also replant things. He needs this order upgrade. If I put this on him, also just click it. There it is, on his belt or something. And so whenever he harvests something, he will also replant it. So my setup was not exactly perfect. Turns out the harvest golems have a very limited range. They have a range of 4 blocks in every direction. It means if I place them here, they go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in that direction, and in that direction, over there and over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I had to change the setup of my farm quite a bit, and I had to make another golem, second one, a second harvest golem. So let's set this up again. This is the gather one. You're alright. I think he has a 16 block range. And then the second golem, the harvest golem, I'm gonna put here on that block exactly. And he's gonna start harvesting right away. Look at that. And replanting. So that was all he could reach. And now I'll put the second one here. And you get your core right now. First I put the upgrade on it. So there you go. So he also replants right away. And now it should actually work. When you break these golems, you use the Golemancer's bell, and be careful to break them properly. If you break them by left clicking on them, they will actually keep their upgrade and their golem core. and if you break them with the right click, they will lose all those things. So you can set them up again properly again in a different way. But there is a chance that you lose the order upgrade. So be careful with that. So it's about time to end the second episode. Hope you learned something, hope you had fun. And I definitely had fun playing around with those golems. It's so much fun to set them up, and once you have them, it's actually quite easy to set them up. Set a farm up like this, and they're just, it's not the most effective farm, you know. You can make it much more effective with other mods, and but also with later on with Thaumcraft you can make it more effective. But I don't know, I'm not about perfect effectiveness all the time. It's just fun watching them work because they're so cute. Look at them, such cute little golems. And yeah, look, yeah, you're so nice. You too, all of you. I love all of you little guys. And yeah, please like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.